What's up guys, DangusPrime back here with another episode of How to Carry Low ELO. In today's episode we're going to be playing a super off-meta jungler, Olaf, who has a 47% win rate, which is extremely low for a jungler. So today's episode is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a narration over the live game because I can address some points that I don't think I addressed as well in the live commentary. But anyways, how we go about carrying this game is I snowball the lanes by getting some very good early ganks off. I get Nasus a double kill. I gank Xerath's lane a bunch. I gank bot a bunch, all successful ganks. And because of that, my team gets so far ahead and so strong that it doesn't matter that Olaf falls off really bad late game. They're able to just pull it out and win. Now, I still take a role. I still have a role in the game, but he's just not as strong as you guys will see. Compared to like Warwick, who's super strong tank-wise. You guys will see just that he falls off pretty hard. Now, I do make one mistake on a gank. I think it was the first gank on Nasus's lane. I end up giving a kill to Evelyn, but I do get Nasus a kill. So in reality, it's better for the strategy that I'm going for because I'm getting my lane ahead. I do have a bunch of times where I freaking just manhandle some of the enemies. Alright, so the reason why I'm doing this video the way that I am is because I want to show you guys how to carry even on an off-meta jungler. I want to show you guys that yes, it does help a lot to have a meta jungler because they're just stronger all around, but you can still carry even with an off-meta jungler. And you know, sometimes it's funner to just play a jungler that you like playing. So I'm just gonna be doing some live commentary here. Yeah, me and the guys were talking about cars and whatnot in the pregame, and then after we won, we were like, "Yeah, the car meetup gang won." Oh yeah, and then we was this the game? I don't think this is the game. There was a game earlier where someone was named Faker, and we were like, "Oh dang, we beat Faker!" But obviously it wasn't Faker. But yeah, just kind of funny. Alright, so I was a little bit late to starting blue here, but that's okay. I was getting distracted by the chat in game. What do you guys think about this this skin? I forgot who it was. I saw SKT playing a game. I think they were playing the SKT skin, which looks a lot like this one. But yeah, I think it looks pretty sick. I'd like to get the SKT skin though, because I think it looks better than this one. So yeah, on this jungle clear, I wanted to try going E first. Obviously, it's going to make it so you are a lot less healthy at the end of your gank, which kind of sucks, or at the end of your clear. But it'll make your clear go faster. Honestly, I would go W though because it just gives you so much more sustain. Alright, so I'm at half HP, and Darius is going to ward right now. I fake back thinking he might be in the tri-bush. Alright, so I'm heading in. Nasus doesn't have W yet, unfortunately. So right there, I was going to let Nasus take the kill, but Darius ignited. I didn't realize how low HP I was right there. I thought I had more HP right there. So that's kind of stupid, but at the same time, it puts Nasus ahead still because he gets to stay in lane, he gets to farm, he gets the kill going for one. So all around, it was better. And then I go back, I get my Hunter's Potion, I get my boots for ganks. Those boots are basically just like a mini Ghost. Actually, I think it's better than Ghost, to be honest. I think it has a shorter cooldown and it has a longer duration speed. So Predator is actually really good. Yeah, right there though, I was gonna let Nasus get the kill, but because Darius ignited him, I didn't want him to die. I didn't want him to get a kill. So I took the kill. Alright, so I head for mid here. We get his flash, which is perfect. Now, you don't have to get a kill for a gank to be successful. A flash is good enough. A lot of times, the laner will get the kill right after you get the flash. So I ward for my laner too right after I leave his lane. That way, you know, he doesn't get ganked and the lead that I gave him stays with him, basically. And like I said, right there, Xerath gets the kill because I got the flash. Perfect. Now Evelyn's trying to head towards him. I see that. I'm trying to burn this really quick so I can head over there. Now he nearly kills him, or he nearly kills her, and she nearly kills him. I would have gone for a dive right there. If Bard wasn't right there, I would have been able to go for a dive and kill Evelyn. But instead, I just go for a deep ward here. I probably would have been able to like just flash and throw an axe and possibly get a kill. So right here, I head for bot lane. But he goes back. I think this Bard's a smurf. You guys will see later, he's really good mechanic-wise at playing Bard. So after I get my boots and Hunter's Potion, I'm going to go for Tiamat to give me more wave clear. Let me farm jungle a lot faster and get fed a lot easier. It's kind of like a turbo. You gotta like let it spool up, but once it spools up, you're gone. So I go back to mid here. I'm pretty sure I get a kill right here. He just used his jump in, and I saw that on my minimap that he jumped forward. And then I let him get the kill right there. Yeah, as soon as I was right next to the grass right there and I saw him jump in, I knew that that gank was going to be successful and get a kill. So I see that Evelyn's in bot. Start heading down there. So even though he got a kill, at least he didn't get away just for free. And I get a kill for it. So at this point, I'm starting to get fed. I have 2 kills and 1 assist, and I have a lot of gold. I'm almost level 6, and once level 6 hits, Olaf really starts to pop off a little bit. I can go back right now and get a Tiamat, but I think I decide to stay out. I think I was going to ward here and go back, but then I see that Varus is out, so I decided to go after Varus. Now, he could have gotten away perfectly right here and been fine, but he flashes, which was completely unnecessary. Actually, maybe it wouldn't have been because Morgana probably would have landed her stun right there. I didn't see that until the post game. But I think he still would have survived that because he would have been so close to tower, it would have been fine. So there's Evelyn. She hits a vision ward, I move and hug the wall. So she barely misses me. So I run back right there so she doesn't know that I'm here. If she didn't have ult right there, she wouldn't have gotten away. Almost got the kill right there. Unfortunately, we didn't. This just kind of goes sour. It was so close to being just a really good gank for us, but yeah. I think mid rotates on us right here. Okay, yeah, that was really bad right there. So yeah, this ends up going sour for us, but it's still fine. We're still like really far ahead. I think, yeah, Xerath actually ends up cleaning it up though. He lands that stun. That stun was like so pro. I think I'm deciding what boots to go for. So yeah, I go for Tiamat. And then I wait for a control ward. So I'm pretty strong. Like for early game, having these items right here, this is pretty strong. This is basically all of your early game core items that you would play on Olaf. You have your boots for your run speed. You have your red smite, which reduces damage from other players, and it also makes you deal true damage to them. So it can, if you do it right, if you burst someone out, you can seriously chunk like more than half of their HP. So right here, I make sure not to hit that orb because I'm heading top. And I don't want him to know that I'm heading over there. So right here, boom. Get that burst combo off. I smited right there. So she barely kills me. I could have gotten out without dying right there, but I didn't know if Nasus was going to be able to finish that. I honestly should have had more faith in this Nasus this game because I've played a lot of games today where my teammates were just potatoes. They were like so bad. So I think that's probably what it is. But yeah, I get Nasus a double kill right there. He's up in CS already. Like I'm snowballing the crap out of Nasus. And Xerath is freaking snowballing super hard too because of the ganks. I just had such good early game pressure, as you guys can see. I got so many good ganks off that it doesn't matter that I fall off late game. Honestly, Olaf just really isn't that strong. After playing him and playing someone else, you can really just tell how weak he is, just his stat wise and his toe-to-toe capability. He's still strong, like don't get me wrong, like he still has his positives, but overall I think other champions are just way better than him right now. So unfortunately, as that dive started, I was on the other side of the map. So I try and come back and clean up. I was hoping that he would dive right there and try and kill him, but he didn't. So I run away from Eve just in case she's trying to charm me. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I'm pretty sure as long as you have that heart above your head, she can run up and do her little thing to charm you. And that would have been me either having to blow ult to get out or dying. So I see that they're out again. I see that our bot lane is there now. So I blow Predator and freaking blow ult and just absolutely annihilate him. See, as you can see, Olaf has a ton of damage if you do it right. But he's also, like, if you try and build him Bruiser, he just can't tank. He can't tank really as well as other junglers can. And see, that Bard just was really good mechanically right there. He got away from me. He was just hauling ass. He was just, I don't know how he's going so fast, but we had good follow-up from the team right there. Boom. So I toe-to-toe Evelyn right there. I think I used Smite on her, which lowered her damage and let me do a lot of damage to her. Activated W because that's my sustain. I let my team know right here that I don't have challenging smite. As Bard's trying to take it. So as you guys can see, I place myself in between where I would think Bard is and where the dragon is, and that prevented him from stealing it right there. See, I take the damage, but he doesn't get the dragon. If you don't have smite, that's one tactic that you need to do as a jungler to prevent someone from stealing objectives from you. I've been doing it. I think that's the second or third time I've done that today. I did it on Baron earlier where I didn't have a smite and I just stood in between where the person trying to steal it was and where Baron was, and they tried to steal it. They would have gotten it, but I took the damage instead. Okay, so I have a lot of money here, a lot of it. So I go back, yep, so I got Bommies and some MR. I could have gone for Cinderhulk there, but I want to get a little bit of magic resist because they do have a lot of AP on their team. They're pretty well balanced as far as AP and AD on their team. And the thing is, Bommy's still going to make me overall tankier, and it's going to help me clear jungle a lot faster as well. As you can see, I'm almost to the speed where I was clearing on Nunu, where I was just bombing through the jungle. Now, I possibly could have gone in here and helped out the Nasus. I could have maybe gotten a kill right there, but I don't think I would have been able to 1v3. I maybe would have gotten 2 kills right there, maybe if I was lucky, but I decided just to go back. I think I land that axe on Darius right there just to BM him a little bit. They're definitely going for Rift right now, Rift Herald. So I land an axe onto Varus right there, get him a little bit lower. So right here, Darius thinks he's going to kill me. He tries to grab me, but I'm in my ult. I hit an axe on him and I just get away, no problem. Now at that point, Xerath's dead. If they wouldn't have healed right there, I would have killed Xerath, or not Xerath, but I would have killed Varus with that axe. He was very quick to hit that axe, or to hit that heal. I steal the Bard heal right there. Now, one thing I've noticed on Olaf, if you're trying to defend a turret, you can use your Q axe, like your throwing axe, and you can almost clear a whole entire wave just with that axe. So right here, Nasus goes for a pretty crazy dive. I opt to not help him, but I go in, I kill Darius here. Almost die. Really close to dying. Bard tries to get me, but sidestep. I don't think he would have hit me anyways. I think Morgana just feeds right there. Oh no, maybe not. He flashes in and kills me. That was a little bit misplayed on my part. I could have avoided that death for sure. But it's fine. It's a support kill, so it's really not that big. It's not that important. So I get finished Cinderhulk there. It's going to make me a lot more tanky. It's going to give me even more jungle clear. And then I go for a longsword. So I think what I'm going for next is a Hex Drinker, and then also I'm going to go for Ravenous Hydra instead of Titanic Hydra, because I'm getting a lot of fights where I'm actually getting a few auto attacks off. Now I see that this wave is going to crash under tower and bot lane, so I immediately pop Predator and I rush over there. That's one thing that you have to prioritize. You got to make sure that none of the CS on the map goes to waste. That's the biggest thing that I see challengers harping on, and they make sure like they never miss CS. Because if they do, that's just putting your team behind. Even if you're not that laner, it's better for you as a jungler to take that CS if your laner's not going to get it. At least that way it makes you stronger. It makes your team stronger, so it doesn't just go to waste. So I see Bard over here, but I see Darius rolling up, and I see Varus is here. So I misplay right here. I was expecting Darius to run around for me, but he kind of fakes me out. And by that time, I was already too committed to it. So right here, I blow ult and kind of force them off the team. But I was kind of just faking them out. just trying to force them off the turret. So right here, I think that they rotate after Nasus. So if Morgana was up here, we could have possibly gotten a kill right there. If she would have landed a bind, we could have easily killed someone right there. So we're now about in the mid game. So I smite right there just so someone can't roll up and steal that from me. So I pull this back. Any chance that you get where you have one of your laners right next to you, or you know that the jungler's dead, anything like that, if you have a chance to counter jungle, make sure to do that, because it actually helps a ton. It puts you ahead, but it also is taking farm from the enemy jungler that he would be able to get normally, but now he can't because of you. Now this Bard manages to get away from me, but we actually end up getting a lot off of it because I keep him out. So he hits a stun on me right here. If I would have had ult, I would have been able to get him. So I see Evelyn right here. So I smite her. And she could have killed me right there, but she didn't. Bard flashes right there, I'm pretty sure. So we're able to kind of draw Darius out. I'm playing a really dangerous game right here. So finally our team shows up after 4 hours. Welcome to low elo, guys. So we managed to get a kill. And we get a dragon. I pinged my team right there, because I'm pretty sure Bard was thinking about sitting in that bush, but he probably would have died if he did that. So yeah, we were able to single out Darius right there and kind of... We were able to, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? We were able to bluff them out, I guess, in that team fight. It was 2 versus 4, but we just drew it out so long, and then finally our team got there. They should have been there way earlier than that, but it ends up becoming a good play for us there. So I'm still making sure to farm. But if I see that my teammates are about to get in a fight, or I see that they're trying to set up a play, I'll immediately head over there. You want to be there for anything, really. But if you can kind of just weave in some jungle in between the team fights and everything like that, that's what makes a good jungler. As you can see, hold on, let me see if I open this up again. I think I have more CS and like double the kill participation that Evelyn has right now. So I was able to dodge a lot of damage right there, but still they jacked me up. As you can see, Olaf just is not super tanky. Now this is where Nasus just starts to become a freaking monster. So I got his flash, I got Bard's flash. Now I run back here because I thought Evelyn was going stealth and trying to kill me. We get 2 kills. So yeah, Evelyn does have more kill participation than me. But as you can see, my team's just so much stronger than they are. And I'm lucky to have good teammates, because a lot of times in low elo, your teammates, even if you get them ahead, they'll just throw the lead away. Evelyn is like a super meta jungler though right now, so... But even then, like, even though I have a worse KDA and just a little bit more CS, I'm still just doing so much more for my team, as you guys can see. It's not always about the scoreboard. It's not always about padding meters, you know. My game just loves to ping the wrong stuff. So right here, I do make a mistake. I end up dying to Darius. I thought Ezreal was going to back me up, and at that point, it was too late. We could have killed him easily if Ezreal just would have stayed his range. You know, just poked him out. We would have easily killed him, but it's okay. Stuff happens. So at this point, Nasus is a monster. As you guys can see, he's just dropping bombs on this Evelyn. So me getting him that double kill earlier and ganking his lane, I got 3 kills in his lane. That helped him a lot. So that's one thing that I learned when I was playing Hecarim last season, who was also a super off-meta jungler. If you're playing an off-meta jungler, you want to give your kills to your laners. Especially once you get into higher ELO, you want to give your kills to your laners, because that means less time that you have to spend in that lane to get him to a winning position. So if Evelyn would have come back on me right there, they could have possibly got a kill. Great rotation by my team right there. I'm just so lucky to have a good team right here, because this is very, very rare in low ELO. So I play a little bit passive here. Like I said, I don't have the faith that I should in this Nasus, because he's a freaking monster. Literally, he's a freaking monster. I still make sure to stay around though, just in case one of our ADCs or our carries gets attacked. That way I can peel. I still had ult ready to go and I had smite ready to go. Not today. You ain't getting away from me. Not today. Boom, get killed by Cinderhulk. So the freaking Varus tried to ult me right there, but I had my ult going, so it didn't matter. Evelyn tries to burst me out right here, but I'm too quick for her. And Xerath gets a snipe. The team was just playing very well. I noticed that we had really good morale in the pregame lobby. We were all talking about cars, and we definitely made a connection there. So that definitely helps. That's the same thing that I'm talking about when I say that you don't want to argue with your team. You don't want to fight. If someone on your team is tilted, whatever, mute him and just ignore him. Don't talk to him. Don't argue with him. It's just gonna end up being bad for you. So I want to go for the inhib, but it was a bad position until Nasus gets in there, and now it's a good position for us. So she almost kills me right there, but luckily she doesn't. I did everything I could to survive right there. I smited, used my W, did everything I could. Now I was thinking that Evelyn might be chasing after me right here, so I started to run away. I see that Infernal Drake is up, and my team is a little bit deep. I could possibly stay with them, but I'd probably get one-shotted. So instead of dying to the enemy team, I get our lead stronger, and I go and solo Infernal Drake, which is huge. That's a guaranteed way to get our snowball lead even further ahead. A lot of times you want to go for guarantees. That's how Apto plays, who's a rank 1 Korean challenger. He only goes after stuff that's guaranteed. Even if his teammates are going to die, doesn't matter. If he doesn't think he can win it, he's just not going to be there on that fight or whatever. All right, so I go back here. I get a Bramble Vest. I think I get a Hex Drinker as well, which is extremely strong defensive buy for me. I get another Health Crystal. I don't really need the Hunter's Potion anymore because I think I'm over the hump where Olaf has mana problems. Olaf's E goes off of his health, and it's only his I think it's his W and his Q. I know Q for sure requires mana, but it's not really that much. But his E just takes health. And then his R is free. So I thought we might be able to kill Bard right here, but then Darius shows up. Unfortunately, I don't have ult here. Ult is just so strong on Olaf. He's a berserker, so he gets movement speed, he gets attack damage, he gets a lot of good stats. And he becomes unstoppable, so it's definitely very good. I understand why they don't buff him. He's kind of like Hecarim, where they have to keep him in a state where he's non-meta. Otherwise, he'll just be too good. So I go in here and I hit the ult and go berserk. Game time, baby. And I almost kill Bard right there. I smack him with an axe. So I let my team know that I don't have challenging smite. Hit my W right there to sustain a little bit. Already back to half health, or close to it. I honestly think Ravenous Hydra is very strong on Olaf. I was going Titanic Hydra, and I know a lot of people go for just combat stats, which Titanic Hydra would give you. Just stuff that's going to let you be stronger toe-to-toe in a team fight, basically, or just up against someone. So we end up winning right here. But the reason why I went for Ravenous is because sustain, I felt like in this match was going to be a lot stronger, and it ended up being a lot stronger. So as you guys could see, I didn't get some crazy amount of kills. I didn't get super fed. But what I did is I had like 7 or 8 just awesome ganks early game. And after that, my laners were too far ahead, and they were actually good to carry that on and win easily too. Now, the strategy doesn't always work in low elo. Like I said, a lot of times it doesn't work, but this is how you play in like platinum, diamond, and higher. Luckily, it ended up working though. A lot of times in low elo, you just want to get super fed and just unstoppable, basically. That's how you carry and win in low elo for the most part. But I just wanted to show you guys something else, that there are different strategies. If maybe something's not working for you, you could try this out and see if it works. So Nasus basically just dominated. So it was really good that I got him that double kill on those ganks, and it really was me ganking his lane and getting all those kills early game that allowed him to get to that point where he was just an absolute monster. And then also same for Xerath. Look at their KDAs. They're just insane. Those early ganks that I got just set them so far ahead. But yeah, guys, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.